Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Era Movie Show. My name is Deshaun and today I'm here to review Invincible Season 2, technically Episode 1. Now, this shit came out of nowhere on Friday. First of all, Invincible is awesome. Loved Invincible. Invincible and the boys have really opened my eyes, and many people's eyes, to the idea of there being big superhero things outside of Marvel and DC. Not to say that they haven't been big superhero things outside of Marvel and DC, because you got Umbrella Academy on Netflix and things of that nature. But man, but Invincible and the boys really did open the door for oh no, you can do an entire universe. Not just a show that has superheroes in it. These are entire superhero worlds that exist, and they're not Marvel and DC. Invincible more so, because the boys, they all come from the same thing, they all come from the same thing. All the superpowers are the same. There's no mystery of that. They're all biologically created superheroes. Now they're all different, power sets and stuff. But the boys are more of a realistic-ish approach to if superheroes existed and stuff. Whereas Invincible is just straight up an entire universe with its own rules, with its own heroes, with aliens, with magic, with all of it, dude. They got their own version of fucking Superman. They got their own version of the Flash. They got their own version of Hellboy. They got their own versions of a Justice League. They got all this shit. All the powers come from various different locations and various different ways. Invincible is straight up another superhero universe, which is what I love about it. Obviously it's a lot more brutal, a lot more, about it. And the first season of Invincible was some of the best things you ever seen. It's probably one of the best animated shows of all time, that first season of Invincible. So we've been all anticipating and excited about, season 2. And the first season of Invincible came out, I feel 2 years ago now. Animation takes a while. Animation isn't as quick as live action. That's why often, most of the time, when they do animation, they do a lot of it at once. The Rick and Morty guys, they do a lot of the episodes all together. They do multiple seasons together, you know what I mean? They don't just do one season and take a break and come back and do another season. They do 3 seasons and then take a break, So often that's what you gotta do with animation, especially with this. But obviously, they didn't know how the first season was gonna go. They didn't know how the first season was gonna be received. So you gotta wait to see how that happens. And so first season, no shocker, was received fantastically, so I had to work on it. So season 2 technically doesn't start till November 4th. But for some reason, which I haven't seen a reason yet, they decided to put this little thing out. This technically the first episode, and it centers on Adam Eve. Now, Adam Eve in the first season is obviously the girl that Mark is kind of smitten with. Other than, he has a girlfriend, but it's obvious, okay, I've seen snippets from the comics, so I know they end up together, but it was obvious that he was freaking kind of digging her anyways from jump, before he ever got with that other girl, that annoying-ass girl he's with. God, I hate that bitch. But anyways, before he got with her, he was very smitten with Adam Eve, or Eve. And you see Eve and her power set and even her costume design, it's very Green Lantern-y. The way it looks. It's a pink Green Lantern, which I think there is a pink lantern ring, if I remember, but I don't off the top of my head. Is there a pink lantern ring? Might be a pink lantern ring. Either way, she looks kind of like a Green Lantern. Her power set's kind of Green Lantern-y, her creating constructs and shit and flying around and shit. But it turns out that, because this whole episode, it's just basically her origin, which turns out is a lot more brutal and a lot sadder than you think. Which is kind of the gist of the whole fucking show anyways. Everyone has these, everyone's origins are not as, I don't know, straightforward as you would hope, And it turns out Eve is an experimental creation of the U.S. government or some shit. It's crazy. Whole time I'm thinking she just, because they don't really go into why she has powers in the show. It's oh, she's got powers. She's got this normal family and she's got powers. Turns out that ain't her parents. Turns out she was this hardcore experimental government thing. Turns out she is low-key a god. Because Eve can manipulate atoms. All atoms. She can turn a fucking one thing into another thing. She can turn a burger into a salad and shit. It's crazy. She can do all kinds of shit. And she's not limited. And in the show, you think she's limited to inorganic things. But it turns out she can actually do it to organic things She just has a mental blocker in her brain, Superman style, to prevent her from being too powerful because she would, you don't know. She might lose her shit and just kill everybody. So, I mean, she can fuck with your brain. She can turn you from a man to a cat. Like, she can do crazy shit. She is very, very powerful. She was built to be a super being, a superhero. Which just makes it fun and interesting to know that. And like I said, the whole episode centers around her and her story and what she's been through and the things she had to do. And it's like I said, it's very fascinating. It was very fun. It was cool getting back into this world. But now I'm ready for season 2. Like I said, I gotta wait till November, which isn't actually as far away as it feels. Like I say, summer's almost over, people. It's kind of crazy to think about that, but it really is. But anyways, I enjoyed the hell out of the episode. Like I say, it was only about 45 minutes, so there wasn't too much, and it was centered on her and her past. But it was great storytelling. It was great background stuff. It was great to see the reveal, which I think they put this episode out so that we're not shocked when she does some crazy shit in season 2. We're not like, that came out of nowhere. It's like, no. We're gonna get this out of the way up top. There's more to her than meets the eye, and it's like, oh, okay. By the way, low key. This is me just world building brain set. Her and Mark gets together and have a baby. What the fuck is that kid gonna be, dude? If her and Mark got together and had a kid, that kid would be... He would be God. Like, that motherfucker went out the strength to move planets and the fucking power to turn a planet into a goddamn snow globe. Like, that's scary. Ooh, that's scary. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But that's scary. Anyway, thank you guys for joining the Conquer Move Show again. Please like, subscribe, and have you seen Invincible Season 2, Episode 1, Adam Eve? If you're a fan of the show, I would check it out. It's on Amazon right now. I'd check it out. It was pretty cool. Thank you guys again. See you on the next one.